Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to the Los Santos GP Rallycross track. So if you didn't watch my video yesterday showing the extra different variations of the Los Santos Grand Prix circuit, that's where I introduced this race. It's basically a Rallycross race using the Los Santos GP circuit as a base, and I mentioned in that video that I would make another video today to explain how to do proper Rallycross racing, which is perfect for smaller groups of people. You know, 3 or 4 different friends that you've got. You can take part in some Rallycross racing on GTA, and it is a really fun experience. So that's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to be explaining how to do Rallycross racing properly, rather than just booting up this race and, you know, with a load of people in a non-contact format. So just as a reminder, you know, this is the Rallycross track. This is where we go, starting on the main Los Santos Grand Prix start line, and then we go through the construction site, come back across the start line, around the park area, go right around it with a little jump as well, and then you've also got a joker lap right at the end as well. So Rallycross is basically a cross between rallying and racing. So rallying under normal circumstances is basically a time trial. You know, you go through the woods, you set your best time, and it's done over a number of stages. Regular racing is racing with other people, you know, having to overtake, things like that. Rallycross is a mix of both of those things. It takes the best of both. So you're going on-road, you're going off-road, you're having to overtake people, and it's something that I've been interested in for quite a while. And with the, you know, I watched the European Rally Series, and then it got upgraded to a FIA World Championship. So it is becoming a reasonably big thing. Peter Solberg won the last World Championship last year, and it's a lot of fun. You know, it's a great type of motorsport, and that's why I've decided to bring it to GTA, because it's perfect for this as well. Now again, for those who didn't watch the video yesterday, this is the joker lap. So instead of going to the left there, you come around the outside here, and that's basically a longer lap. Now I'll explain to those of you who don't know about Rallycross what that means and what that entails and why you've got to use that. But basically, here are the rules for GTA Rallycross racing. Now you need to have an absolute maximum of 6 drivers. Any more than that and it just gets too ridiculous with crashes and things like that. Everybody must be in fully upgraded Sultans with contact on. Now you have 4 lap heats, so every race that you do must be set to 4 laps. Takes approximately 5 minutes for each race, and everybody must take the joker lap on any of those 4 laps. So that joker lap around the newspaper officers section that I showed just earlier, you have to do that just on 1 lap on any of the 4 laps. Now you repeat that for 4 heats, you do 4 races in a playlist format to find the overall winner, and it will take you about 30 minutes in total to complete. So it's not going to take a long time, you know, it's not going to be totally time consuming, and because there's only a maximum of 6 drivers, it's something that you can do with your friends. So if you've only got, you know, you've got 2 or 3 friends who all want to do something on a night of GTA, you can boot up this playlist and it will provide you with a lot of fun. So I'll link the playlist that you can use down in the description. Now, this is how it normally works. You know, you've got, obviously we've got 6 drivers here. Really, that's kind of the maximum that you really want. Any more than that and it does start to get a little bit ridiculous for contact and things like that. If you're just loading up a random the track randomly with a load of randoms, you do want to just leave it on non-contact. This is more for those who are organised and do have, you know, some friends who are going to listen to what they say. So you obviously, here you go, you can see the crashes. We've started the race, you know, the first lap. I've managed to get into 2nd here, and the guy in 1st place has managed to get a bit of a gap, so he's quite far ahead of everybody else. Now in a normal race that would pretty much signal the end of the race, and even in this race it pretty much does, you know. He's pretty much, you know, he's won the race at this point, you can guarantee that. But there is an added feature with this, with the joker lap. So as you can see, he's taken his joker lap there. Now he's flashed past, you know, he's done his joker lap. Then he's come out in 1st place. He's still guaranteed to win the race, because even if myself and Dodo, who comes to overtake me here, even if we catch up to him and overtake him, we've still got to take our joker laps. So he's done now. He's absolutely fine. But the beauty of this is that they are short races, and there's 4 of them. So in a playlist you do 4 of the same race. You know, they're only 5 minutes long. it doesn't matter if you lose one of them, you can still go for those points for second, third, fourth, whatever it is. You can still try to get those points to help you with the playlist. You know, it's more about how you do in the playlist, how many points you get overall, rather than just winning one specific race, because the variability is quite high in these races. So even though he's easily won this race, I'm still fighting to get second, because, you know, it's just one of many races that we do in this playlist, and I want to make sure I get the points for second. So as you can see, you know, I'm reasonably close to him at this point, but he's taken his joker, so I decided to take my joker on this lap, and that gap that we had before he took his joker is back again. You know, he's got that gap again. Now, as you can imagine, using this joker lap, this is part of regular rallycross racing in real life. It brings up a lot of different tactics that you can use. Do you go for your joker lap early, or do you do it later? So as you can see here, you know, we've got 5 cars coming down to the joker lap area, and the first 3 just do the normal lap, and the 2 at the back take their jokers. Now that's a good strategy, because if you're at the back, you're only going to get caught up in the traffic at the front. You might as well take your joker lap early, try to get some clean air, and try to overtake people when they come in for their jokers. So as you can see, you know, that the person who was in first has managed to stay in first here, and he goes to take his joker. And now this is where it gets quite tense, because you need to, you don't know whether once you've taken your joker, are you going to still come out in front? In this case, he does, but obviously, again, the gap to the other 2 who already took their jokers has reduced a lot, whilst the rest of them all take their joker laps. So that's where the interesting tactics come into it. You know, it's when you take your joker, when is the best time. If you're in the lead, it's probably better to just continue to use your joker lap only at the end. But if you're also in the lead and you think you're getting caught, you want to take your joker lap early, so then you can defend your position. Alternatively, if you're at the back, you want to get your joker lap done early so you can get a bit of clean air. But then if somebody else takes their joker lap at the same time, you're still going to be battling. So there's a lot of different variability there. There's a lot of different tactics to do with this. It's not just simple racing. And the idea that you're doing multiple different races to go towards one sort of whole playlist result, and they are all reasonably short races as well, just adds to it. You know, that's the beauty of it. So for those of you who are slightly more organised and want to do it, go even a step further to do it properly, you have one final race of 6 laps at the end to determine the overall winner. So obviously you've done your 4 lap heats, 4 of those in a playlist, and you base the starting grid positions in that final to equate to where each person finished after the playlist. So if you finished with the most points at the top at the end of the 4 heats in the playlist, you'll start on first position for the final. And, you know, second place is next to it. I've put up the positions that you should have there: first on the right, second on the left, third and fourth on the next row, fifth and sixth on the row after that, and that becomes your final. So, you know, that is the one race where everything is on the line, and your positions are basically just determined by how well you did in the heats. So this is just, you know, a great way for a couple of you friends, 3 or 4 different friends, you know, 5 or 6, however many you have, who just want to have a bit of fun with GTA. Rallycross is a great type of motorsport. You can go and look it up. I'll leave a few links down in the description to look up sort of the real life rules and things like that. But basically the rules I've set out in this video equate to those rules that you see in real life. It's a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to be hosting an event for this, which will probably make its way to YouTube as well. You know, it is absolutely fantastic fun. You can extend it to have more people as well by just having different heats and then coming together for a semi-final and a final. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Give it a go. Make sure everybody knows the rules, so everybody's using that joker lap once. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you've given it a go as well and what you thought about it. And are you excited to see a brand new type of motorsport in GTA? So thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I really do appreciate it. You know, this is the kind of thing that I really do like to do with GTA. Make tracks to bring all kinds of motorsport that I enjoy watching, and make it more accessible to everyone. So thanks a lot for watching. Let me know all your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.